Hey, Bew Heyyy. It's your girl, Confessions of a Reality Queen, aka Confessions, and we are here for day 28 of the Diddler trial. Yes, honey, guess what? It is just about time for the defense to rest, and the defense has nothing. The defense has nothing, y'all. They have went from having to the 13th to needing 5 to 8 business days to needing 3 to 4 business days to needing 1 to 2 business days to needing 1, maybe 2 business days. Y'all, the defense has nothing. Whatever they have, they are definitely holding it until the appeal. Because you better believe they are going to appeal. You know Diddy's going to appeal. And that is what they are gearing up for. And again, I am no lawyer. I am no anything in the system that knows anything about the law. But I wonder, is that why they are not bringing on any of these witnesses? Because they want to save them and hold them for the appeal? I am just wondering. Just a thought. But let's get into it, because this time I am not even going to read line from line what the text messages were. It was all about text messages and voice messages today. That's all it was. And it isn't anything juicy. Everything is something we've heard before. And you know, today was the first day I'm listening to the text. I'm reading, Inner City Press. Shout out to Inner City Press and Tisa Tells. They are where I got my, and Nancy Grace. They are where I got my information for this video tonight. Shout out. And so, what was I saying? Anyway, there ain't much, because yeah, like I was saying, there is nothing juicy to really report that they talked about. Even the voice messages that they read about or whatever. I mean, the public didn't get to hear them, but the questions that they asked, we understood what the premises, of the voice message was. So when they first get in for the day, the prosecution and defense are going on about the verdict forms and how they're definitely saying that they need a draft their draft is based off of the Archegos case and the Ray case, whichever cases though are. I have nothing. If y'all do, there you go. Prosecution says they need the longer verdict sheet that is required and is due to special sentencing. It includes the New York and California law, for whatever that means. And the judge ultimately decides. The prosecution is putting in this longer verdict sheet after Brandon Paul's testimony yesterday. And he admitted to the buying the party favors and all of that. So, yeah, when Brandon Paul said what he said, the prosecution was like, okay, all right, thank you. Note to that. We gonna need to switch this on out. And so, yeah, that's what that was about. Mark agrees to the prosecution's proposal that summations will start Thursday. So closing arguments will start Thursday. They also said if they need be, they will stay later Thursday so they can get it all the way done. So Friday, they really plan on coming in, giving the jury the instructions and guidelines, and sending them on their way. And I know they want to hurry up and come to a quick verdict. I mean, it's the weekend. Do they really want to go through all this weekend? I don't know if they're deliberating over the weekend. And of course, they do not want to go into this over the holiday. So let's really get it cracking. You know they're going to come back quick. But however this does go down, they have to find him guilty of something. A hung jury. Hopefully not, after they have gotten all of the corks and screws out of the way from the jury. I would hope not. I would really, really hope not. After they go through all that, the jury is brought in. Agent Curciello is brought back on the stand. They go through Q&A of about flights. They talk about explicit videos in a chart. They say that there's only one woman, and that was Jane. He recognizes Cabral and Diddy in the videos. The prosecution plays the videos, and after they play the video, they go to a chart, and they ask the agent to name names. Jane, Jonathan Perez at the International Hotel. So there's text messages and videos, I guess, of them that they're talking about that are discussed. What else was discussed? Like I said, I'm not reading. I'm just going to say what was discussed in the messages. They talk about whose name is on the American Express, and of course it's Diddy's. The cost of the stay and who traveled there and who paid for what. Who paid for Jane's travel? Bad Boy did. Who paid for Cabral's travel? Jane did. That is so weird. Why didn't she pay for whatever? They talk about a wire transfer. They bring up Robin Greenhill again of TriStar. She's also Diddy's accountant. You know, she approved some money being moved for some party favors and some flights and all of that jazz, using the company for that illegal activity. There you go. They asked for who was being paid for with some of this money. He mentions Brendan Paul, Cabral Williams, and Jane with the Amex card. Jessica Ruiz of the Opio of LLC. You know, she is the flight attendant. They asked him to walk him through another chart. More charts. More flights. They go to another exhibit with Diddy to Jane. And he says, tell me when you could come through. And she says, at 9. She says, then what? Then Jane writes to... Then she writes down, not coming to New York. I feel disrespected. You just want me for a hotel binge. I don't want to be used and locked in a room to fulfill your fantasy. Diddy says, that's podcast talk. The prosecution says, then what? Like, ooh, so intrigued. Keep going. Go on. Then what? And he goes on to say, Jane's right. I don't want to be obligated to perform these nights for you out of fear of losing roof over my head. And they ask, well, how does Mr. Combs respond? And he says, girl, stop. I do not mean to laugh. But really, after all of that, he just said, girl, stop. Really, Diddy? Like, really? This Diddy. Oh my goodness, I cannot with him. Girl, stop. And then they asked, what does Jane send to Mr. Combs? It was like a photo. And it says, I don't have to bring heels if someone can get them. So they're going for more messages. More messages. Him asking her what kind of night is it going to be, a movie night or entertainment night. Like, when is it ever movie night? Like, what movies you watching? Or is you talking about making a movie? Or some different... Look, I don't know what goes on in that world. I'm sure it's something I don't know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? Then I guess they go to another exhibit. They're like, who are the participants here? It's like Fahim and Brendan Paul. About after the show, Jane is in town and a room at Trump's and man down, whatever that means. They go to break. They come back. They do some more. They talk about Fahim and Jonathan. And Fahim says to Jonathan to bring the Gucci bag. There you go, that Gucci bag. I don't know what it is about me and this Gucci bag. I feel like I have a personal relationship with this Gucci bag. I need to see this Gucci bag because I feel like I have a personal relationship with it. I need to know. I got to know. I got to know. I need to see the Gucci bag. Do they show the Gucci bag? I might have to go through all of the photos because I am quite sure that that Gucci bag is there. I am quite sure. It has to be. I'm quite sure that's probably one of the bags that Brendan Paul might have had and been in control of at the time when he was arrested. I just wonder. Somebody had the Gucci bag at that time because that Gucci bag is infamous. Okay? Infamous. I feel like it's black and it say Gucci in white bold letters across. Not cute on the side of it, but it's like slant, like vertically. Like I want me a Gucci bag. I ain't paying that high price. I need to get it directly. I need to go onto TikTok and find them Chinese, and when they was giving away all the numbers and codes and everything, whatever they was giving away for us to get it for the real cheap, right through the people who made them, yeah, them. That's what I'm gonna have to do. They talk about money, cash, hoes, money, cash, hoes. I'm sorry, money, cash, party favors. The fact that Jay needed Cabral's date of birth and driver license number. Jane says the message to Cabral how much time left. He's came in 10 hours to New York when she asked him to. Just more and more text. Questioning continues of implementing KK, Paul Arthur, Jessica Ruiz about getting them to freak offs, and PD telling KK he need 20 more bottles of baby oil in this mofo. That's literally how they wrote it out, so that's literally what he said. I need 20 bottles. Like, who all was there for 20 bottles, or how much longer did the day have to go on? If you needed 20 bottles, I'm guessing you already had some to set up because you would never do a freak off without baby oil already. So you needed more than 20 bottles for a freak off? Like, I want to know how long did it take for you to go through what you had and how much did you have? These are the questions that go through my mind. Just so you know. Just so you know. I know you didn't ask to know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. We're getting to know each other. Hey. What else went down? There's more voice messages, and after that, Garagos did the cross, and she was just boring. She was pointing out other parts of the messages, trying to look like Jane was complying and enjoying it. I mean, the defense just doesn't get it. It's the fact that they're on this hook of, oh, yeah, he did it, but she liked it. He did it, but they enjoyed it. He did it, but they was cool with it. He did it, but everyone was having a good time. He did it, but he's a great man. Like, who cares? The fact is you did it, and that's the only thing. The law don't care about nothing else but the fact that you did it, boo. You shouldn't have did it, boo. You shouldn't have did it, boo. And they just don't get it. But regardless how they say it or make it seem, even if they did like it, even if they wanted it and all of that, it's still illegal. That would just make them a co-conspirator at that point because it's still illegal. It doesn't make it legal because one person enjoyed it. I just don't understand. Like, where is his mindset? Janice, what did you do to your son to make him this way? I can only think it's you because you raised him. You raised this man. The jury adjourned after that. Gargo says she needs about another hour and 15 minutes left with what you call it, Carciero, whatever, and she'll be done. The judge says okay, and it says the jury will have a long break tomorrow after the cross and for the Rule 29 motion. Yeah, because Diddy don't file the Rule 29 motion. Like, this is not happening. Get over it. We are not dismissing nothing here, sir. Nice try. You want to try this right before your defense? This is your grand moment. You can't wait to prove your innocence. You can't wait to tell your side, tell your story. This is the lifestyle of the rich and the famous. You know, this is what it's about. Like, woo! This is it. This is where it's at. And you're not even going to get on the stand. I wonder if Diddy, you better at least get on the stand and say, achoo, sneeze, cough, something. Say the ABCs, the alphabet, happy birthday, the Kwanzaa, the national anthem. I don't care. Sing a song. Do something. Shoot the chain. Get jiggy with it. Something. But after all of this shit, nigga, you need to be on the stand. You need to be on the stand. You should be on the stand. Everyone else had to. Going back and tell all of this misery that they done been through. You should want to tell what a great time you've had. How great of a guy you've been to all of these people and show them a lifestyle that they've never seen before and they never will again, giving them opportunities of a lifetime. They made more money than they could ever make with anyone else. Aren't these the things that you should want to say? Don't you have any other employees that will say, yeah, it was great working for Diddy, you know? Everything was lovely. Everything was peaches and creams, caviar dreams. Where are these people? Like, nobody? Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. And that's the problem. Not even Kanye coming back. What did he come for in the first place? Oh, so come to find out, Tisa told me. So the girl that is suing Kanye, yeah, that whole thing of where all of this happened, guess where it happened? Guess where it happened? In a Diddy studio. And she did not name the Diddler. She just named Kanye. I wonder why that is. This is so sick and twisted. It is so sick and twisted. I need to be a fly on every wall because I just need to understand it. I just can't wrap my mind around all of this. It's just too much. It's too much. It's too much. I look very, I don't know. I mean, the shirt looks better when you see the whole thing. But if you just see this, it looks very, too proper. But I'm trying to be up close and personal so I can talk to y'all. Y'all can feel where I'm coming from. But anywho, oh yeah, like I said, they may stay late to close for the closing arguments. So, in this indictment, let's just go through everything that has been proven. All right, Rico has the S trafficking, proved that with Cassie and Jane, maybe Jane. We don't know how the juror's gonna feel about that, but definitely Cassie. You can't say that he didn't. Arson, that's Kid Cudi. Kidnap, Capricorn Clark and Cassie. I would think Mia and Jane too. I mean, I feel like once you did what they did to them, they were all held against their will. You holding them, lock them away, yeah. I feel like you could get away with kidnapping for all of them for me, but definitely Capricorn and Cassie, especially with that whole little exchange thing with the yeah. The party favor trafficking, that's with Brendan for sure. Bonna probably. Obstruction of justice. If they gonna put in how they just found that device just last week, device 2, that Diddy found and was letting KK know that he found it, and it's a lot of shit on this and he ain't erased nothing. Yeah, that one, that obstruction of justice. Robbery with Kid Cudi. Interstate and international prostituting. That would be Cassie, Jane, and the Entertainers. So there you go. There you go. And for those who don't know, RICO is the RICO Racketeering Influencing Corrupt Organization Act. Is participating in a criminal enterprise through pattern of racketeering activity. Must prove existence of criminal enterprise. And racketeering itself is engaging pattern of criminal activity connected to an enterprise by business, labor, or cyber. All right, so all y'all people on the internet too, don't think you can get away with it just because it's on a computer. No, they can get RICO that way too. Don't get it twisted. Okay. Yeah, and so the pattern of racketeering, it only has to be 2 related crimes within 10 years. So if you do it once, you better wait a whole decade before you do that shit again, bro. That's what that says. And it has to prove with the connection, the defense, the person in trouble, the criminal has to be proven to have connection to both of those. Okay. The convictions can lead up to 20 or more per conviction in a federal prison. If red rum is involved, it can possibly go to life. Now, we know that there is a possible convicted red rum with Bana being hanged from the balcony, 17-story balcony by the twins, if you will. And so that could be proven. Other penalties could be $250,000 or twice the proceeds of the crime that you committed. And that will go to the victims. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. And so when the jury gets the, and it's going to be crazy. It's a lot of word gaming that's going to be happening when they have to come up with the guidelines for the instructions to give the jury so they can do deliberation. The deliberation is going to be crazy too. I mean, we have had a nasty, technically, literally nasty case here. And then it's going to be a different type of nasty now that when the prosecution and the defense have to get together and pan out the guidelines and the right verbiage and, doing it the right way, saying it the right way so they can get the convictions that they want. This is where it gets tricky. And this is why a lot of the jury may come back and have questions because they don't understand. You got to get it right. You got to get it right. So, it's going to be, I wonder how they're going to, they have so many ways that they can use freak off. Brian refuses to. He'll say hotel nights where everyone else says freak off, Wild King nights, all types of verbiage that is crazy. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how long it takes for the jury to deliberate, and I would love to see how the guideline went for this trial. That should be made public, right? Right? I feel like that should be made public. But I think it was, because Tisa did do it. I still haven't finished that. But yeah, Tisa runs it all down, so make sure you get to that on that. And so we are almost there. The prosecution is going to rest tomorrow, and after the Rule 29 is denied, because it will be, the defense should be ready to begin their case. I wouldn't be surprised if they just sit up and say, Your Honor, the defense rests, or we have no defense. Like, why even try? But please, Diddy, get your ass up on that stage. Get up on that stage and just perform for us. Do something. Shoot the chain, get jiggy with it, something. Come on. Do your last ta-da. This is the last time we gonna see you like this. Well, you gonna do your appeal. But still, this could be your grand ha-ha and something may happen to you before you get that appeal. And you may not be able to do this last ha-ha. You may come in the wheelchair and not be in a mask, and you may not be able to say nothing or do nothing. I'm just saying, for us who have dealt with you and your case and your antics and learned all of this stuff about you that we didn't want to, the train wreck that we couldn't look away from, get your ass on the stage. That's all I need. That's all I ask. Okay, I'm done. Y'all have a good night or a good day whenever y'all catch this video or whenever it uploads. I need to start uploading it better than this because YouTube be taking forever to upload my videos when I be long. So that's why I need to cut it short right now. I'll see you for day 29.